You want to know what's actually terrifying? Some people are walking around trusting their imagination way more than they trust reality, and they don't even realize it. Like, imagine your brain becomes a smoke alarm, so sensitive it starts screaming because you burnt toast. Not because the house is actually burning, not because there's real danger, but it's because your brain goes, what if there is? And suddenly you're checking the stove 14 times, you're replaying conversations, confessing things no one asked about, Googling symptoms at 2 a.m., needing reassurance over and over and over again, and trying to get certainty for thoughts that were never fact to begin with. That's one of the biggest cognitive distortions in OCD, or what I like to call OCB patterns. The confusion between imagination and also reality. So your brain imagines something and your nervous system reacts to it like it's an emergency. But the wild part is, people with OCD usually aren't irrational people. They're often intelligent, hyper-aware, and conscientious people. But somehow, somewhere, along the process, their imagination got promoted to head of security. And once imagination starts running the building, everything feels dangerous. One random intrusive thought becomes, what if it means I'm a bad person? One sensation means, what if I'm dying? One mistake becomes, what if I ruin everything? And then comes a distortion, number 2. All or nothing thinking. And this one is brutal because now your brain acts like there's only 2 options, 100% certainty or danger, 100% perfect or failure, 100% reassurance or panic. There is no middle ground. It's kind of like your brain turned life into one giant pass or fail exam. So instead of tolerating uncertainty like most people, your mind starts trying to eliminate it completely. But uncertainty is actually part of being human. And this is why compulsions happen. Checking, overthinking, repeating, avoiding, researching, needing reassurance. But not because you're crazy and not because you are broken, but it's because your brain is trying to reduce the discomfort of uncertainty. Except every single time you obey the compulsion, it's like giving a paranoid security guard way more power than you intended. And you actually end up teaching the brain, good catch, that was important. And now the alarm system gets louder and louder every single time. That's why healing isn't learning about how to control every thought. It's about learning how to stop treating every thought like a prophecy. Because your brain can imagine you crashing into your car, into traffic tomorrow, but that doesn't mean that you secretly want to. Your brain can imagine contamination, but it doesn't mean danger is actually there. Your brain can imagine rejection, betrayal and failure, death and embarrassment, because the human brain imagines things. That's literally what brains do. But healthy minds can separate my imagination created this from this is happening in the reality. And honestly, some of you don't need more reassurance. You need to stop letting your imagination cross-examine you like it was evidence in court.